I'm going to be starting my second rapid game of the day. Hopefully I get a knight off, but of course it's possible. It's Moscow. Okay, a4. I don't know this line myself. Let's see. Annoying that there are so many possible lines after knight d7, like a4. I think even bishop a4, casting of course, c3, d3, knight c3. All of these are entirely possible. I think I'll just develop the knight first. If the knight comes here, then I'll go for g6, bishop g7. If c3, d4, I'll go for e6, bishop e7. So I think that decides this one. And bishop g7. This doesn't feel like a particularly threatening system at the moment, but perhaps I'll be proven wrong. Yeah, so I've had some trouble with the pawn. I've had some success actually with the pawn coming to a5, because when I push past they just stick back. If my rook is defended then, or... So let me think. Something like a6, bishop back, rook b8, b5. And white has used a lot of tempos just for this very small doubling of the pawns, so it feels like definitely worth it for me. Easier to make white commit first. There's no over-controlling this square because this knight can stay here. In fact, wait, no, I can just play b5 now because this is sufficiently defended. And then here I choose between taking with the queen or the knight. And the queen hasn't moved yet, so it's more natural to do that. This knight isn't doing much here though, of course. The knight coming here is misplaced, so I'm not very worried about it. So I think I'll just move the queen up. Then continue with bishop here, and then think about what else to do after that. If the knight comes here, we can trade, and the rook will be staring down here. Which is annoying, but hardly... it's not that scary. Trying to fianchetto this bishop seems a bit suspicious, but I don't see anything directly to take care of that. I should notice that these coordinate reasonably well, as this is now undefended, so in the future I might have some c4, but c4 now just loses a pawn. I feel like I should probably just develop this bishop. I like my bishops. Okay, so we have some double fianchetto. Everything defended. Some dragon vibes, I guess. Bishop to c4. Well, knight b6 in the future. What does white want here? It's not very clear, I think. Rook a2? Is this some very funny plan to eventually play like bishop b2, queen e2, rook a here? Well, for one thing, that's certainly too slow, but like I can play rook a7, rook a8 if I really so wanted. And this pawn's pressured. Like, so many things silly. And I could just play a5. It's definitely a lot of time to do as whatever I need to. Annoyingly enough, I do want to now play knight b6. I'm not seeing a good other square for it to go to. Oh, knight here, followed by knight here. Trade off the knights. I don't think I dislike that. I mean, it opens up the possibility of trying to trade off this bishop, but... So maybe they just wanted to get this possibility out. Do I want to trade knights? My knights are kind of stepping on each other, so I think I do. So just drop this back, trade off the knights. Probably just wiggle the other knight to c6. That doesn't make the most sense to me because I wanted to play knight to e5. Knight coming here would be slightly annoying, I guess. I think I would just take... Meta position. And it's very annoying on this pawn here, though. Yeah. I didn't feel like I'm in any kind of rush, though. So what if I just... Okay, so option 1, take. Seems fine. This pawn coming to c4 definitely is annoying, though. Option 2 is drop the queen back first. And like the queen doesn't really want to be here, and then follow with e6. I don't really have any objection to that, so I think I'll just go with this. Position feels about equalish, but I may be proved wrong. Maybe something aggressive like c3, c3 d4, just d4 immediately. I might be a bit worse, actually. Okay. Well, this was White's idea. I just think it's a bit weird. It's not going to be losing or anything, of course. is the idea to follow up with f4. f4 is a bit weird, I guess. It's not going to be bad, again, I suppose. I think for now I'll just play e6 though. That's what I wanted to do, just to get rid of this knight. Knight c3, I can just drop back to c6 and then into d4. Knight here, I can take this pawn, I think. Yeah, free pawn. Can't go here. So the other option is knight here, but then f4 isn't possible. I think I'm opposed to the trade of bishops because this one's just silly, and I would hate to trade it off for the nice bishop. Okay. Okay, probably d4 to try and open things up is coming up, but I suppose other possibilities are there. I would like to just open this file with like a5, a4, so I might just go for that. With queen d7 first, just to prevent bishop b5. Or bishop c6 first, because that supports both. I like that. It means I don't have the possibility of queen pressuring here, but that's not too good. That wasn't too appealing for me. Okay. Okay. I think I do just take care. Okay. Bishop b5 plays c4. If I could remove this knight and play e5 together, that would be a funny fork, but it's not going to work out. a5 looks fine. Let's not spend too much time like the previous game. Probably pressuring here, but I'm in time to just move the queen, move the rook. Of course, the queen has a responsibility because okay, this seems like a strong maybe move. Of course, notice that this is a lot more appealing because the queen can't take back, so that would open up this. And then I also have possibilities of queen, just directly queen g5. Queen g5. And what do you do? It gives up this pawn, but this is much more scary, right? Queen g5 attacking here and threatening with this. What do you do to stop this? Like, giving up this bishop is definitely a concession. And yeah, I don't know, this looks good for me. Yay! The Moscow confuses me. Let me just play my knight off. Is there a good move for white here? It is. I'm not seeing anything, which is good for me. Okay, this seems reasonable. So I have two possibilities here, just taking here with the bishop, which wins a pawn, but I think after knight g3, white is fine. There doesn't seem to be any problems for them here. Knight here, king h1 is their only legal move. But what if I then play this? The bishop on f1 is just such a nice defender. An exchange is an exchange though, so it's hard to refuse. Especially when it's like the whole point of your play. So if I go knight check, they go king here, I throw in e5. I think they probably have to take the knight here, and if I take here, this is incredibly scary, I think. My best option, I think, would involve the knight coming here. They play instantly, which, yeah, makes sense. If I take the rook, they take my bishop. which I don't like. If I take the bishop with the knight, it's not much for me. And so I think I want e5. I'm not seeing any funny checkmating pattern, just because the bishop on f1 is really nicely defending. So e5 probably takes, then I take here. And then the bishop can come here, and this bishop can come here. It seems quite good. Well, this bishop can drop back here, that's... Ugh. I entirely missed that. No. It's so tragic. And I'm just losing a piece for some reason. Okay. I mean, worse things have happened. Most of my games, for instance. Yeah, why did I entirely miss this? That's incredibly annoying. Yeah. And now I'm down a piece, which is... This was not the plan. Okay, I guess f5. Ugh, this isn't good. f5, bishop g2, takes. Ugh. Taking here, immediately bishop g2 though, so... not so good. f4 doesn't trap the bishop, so... yeah... I probably should just take here. Just so like I have some hopes for perpetual. It's not all doom and gloom. I do have this file. This knight is tied down to this queen. So wait, this rook is tied down because my queen is on the knight. And this bishop is committed to both ways. So there's some hope. Rook to f3 here seems actually kind of interesting. Like, this has to be fine for me at least. Knight g3 is more of a concern. Bishop first, then rook f3 isn't enough. Yep. Knight g3 is really annoying. There's not really anything I can do about it. So, yeah. Okay, let's try bishop takes, queen takes, king here, only move. Rook here. Something with this. It's not looking good. Let's see. Let's see, queen here. Only makes sense to go here. Rook somewhere. Is there any good place for this rook? Rook. It'd be really funny if I could open up the G file with rook f5, but no, I need this square here as well. Rook f5, rook h here. Looks interesting. I don't think it works. This one then. Bishop g2, rook here, knight here. Probably just take the knight, take back. Sacrificing everything for nothing. That's very annoying. Oh, I missed the knight can take. That's probably just winning. Oh, great. Well, bishop... Oh. I guess the things hang together well enough that it's not immediate, but this isn't good for me. Okay, bishop g2. Then I'm just lost. It's hard to calculate. Just bishop g2, rook here, knight g here. Rook takes. Like, there's no attack. Okay, so let's not sacrifice the exchange and just have a sad position. Ow. My opponent is taking surprisingly long on this move, but it's winning, so I can spend as long as I want. Not the expected move. If I take this first, that's not what I thought. But I can take this first, right? Temple on the queen. Then take this bishop. Queen check. That is annoying. Rook h8. There's nothing here. Great. Rook check. And I take this with check. And I... oh. The rook's defended by the queen. Did not see that. This is just... oh, that's annoying. Well, the trouble started when I went down a piece, so it's hard to... yeah. Like e5 of course can't be good then. This looks suicidal. So I suppose probably just taking this and having the unopposed dark squared bishop was just good enough. Yeah. Takes queen here, rook has to defend. White's in a bit of a bind, and I can just take this pawn and... oh. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, annoyingly dry. Not much to speak of. F5? Well, that's interesting. The computer's not so fun. Neither am I anymore. Computer's also fine with this. It is an exchange, but what was the idea after this? Oh, okay, that is fine, but I feel nervous without a dark squared bishop. So I think this is just much more comfortable. I missed c3 here, but this is just nice. Like, why would anyone not just have gone for this instead of using a piece? This is very silly, but there's not much. definitely didn't resist very well though. Yeah, it's blood ring pieces is bad. Ugh, it's very annoying, I guess.